April is almost here, new month, always new releases from Bull Moose. With us here on 207, Chris Brown. Thanks for coming in. Good to have you here as always.
Yeah, it's great.
So we've got some books to talk about. We've got some new music to talk about, new musical releases anyway. So let's begin with one of the books. It's a novel called James, a Novel. This one is getting really good reviews, and it's an interesting twist on a classic. What's this about?
Right, so Percival Everett, people may, the name sounds familiar. It's because he wrote the book on which the film American Fiction was based, so huge movie last year.
Right.
You know, so this James is Jim, the traveling companion of Huckleberry Finn from The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, but this book is from his perspective and obviously a more respectful one than Jim would have
A very
done.
different one. It's always interesting when you have someone who, a writer who takes a classic story like that and then just turns the mirror, tilts the mirror just a little bit so we get a different perspective. And as you say, this novel is getting really good reviews. Let's move on to a new album, or not a new album, but a new release, I guess is the more accurate way to put it. This is Pete Jolly with an album called Seasons. It's available only on vinyl. What's the story here, Chris?
He was a West Coast jazz guy, and this album was issued originally in 1970. It's a weird kind of instrumental album. It's like groovy, but very sparse, so that it's not well known outside of hip hop circles because
this is Pete Jolly here.
Pete Jolly, yes. It's been sampled a bajillion times, but now we can actually hear the real album.
Some of the musicians who contributed to this have claims to fame. One of them did what?
Oh yes. So you have heard these musicians. If you haven't heard this, you've heard them because the finger snaps on the Addams Family guy played is the percussionist on this record. So you get bongos. Oh, and he was on the Mission Impossible theme too. The bongos on Mission Impossible.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
it's another classic theme. All right, we've got a new book out that this is a story that I have never heard of. The name of the book is The Other Fab Four, The Remarkable True Story of the Liverbirds, and yes, that's how you pronounce it, it's not the Liverbirds, the Liverbirds, Britain's first female rock band. This is quite a story, isn't it?
Right. They were another one of those Liverpool bands who went back and forth between Liverpool and Hamburg, just like the Beatles. They're a couple years younger than the Beatles, and experienced a lot of the same stuff. And their repertoire was similar to the Beatles' early repertoire, a lot of Chuck Berry and Bo Diddley covers, quite a rockin' group. And they were, they met the Beatles. They were friends with the folks who the Beatles knew in Hamburg, like Astrid and Klaus, if you know those names.
And four women, clearly at that time, and not necessarily what you'd think of as sort of one of the American girl groups. So interesting story, interesting music, a lot going on there to talk about.
Yeah.
Let's end with one more LP. This is called In Search of the Antidote. It's by Fletcher. What do we have with this one?
Well, Fletcher, I keep an eye on her because I think she could be really big someday. This is her second album, and she's a pop singer, but she, like Taylor Swift, is really good at accessing heartbreak and spilling it out for us.
I get high, I get high, I get low, I get low. You're my dopamine state, you're my sanity dose.
On this record, she's added some guitars, so you wouldn't confuse it for a rock record. It's still very much a pop sound, but sort of like how Alanis Morissette used guitars to get that edge. And she's also doing some really cool things with lyrics. The flames and burning, a lot of the songs use those, but in different ways. Sometimes ardor, sometimes just more destructive.
All right, again,
there's something there going on here.
Fletcher, In Search of the Antidote. So 2 books, 2 albums.
Yeah.
And that brings us to our conclusion. Chris, thank you as always. The full list on our website or app, the 207 section. Stay with us. We will return right after this.